Hello and welcome to the next part of the Git videos. So in the previous video I discussed about Git workflow and so on, how you can use it. I said in this video we're going to talk about Git branch and how to create more branches. So let's use a real-time example here, and this is our index.html file, and we're going to give a task then to developer A to then do the contact.html page. All right. So first of all, let's create the contact.html page for the developer. So let's copy the index.html and let's call it contact.html. And then let's come over to contact.html. Close this down. And now we'll give it a title of contact here. This is our contact page. Now, obviously, yeah, we're not here to talk about HTML. All right. So that's now our contact page. So we'll then add this, or we'll go through the steps properly. If you don't have to do this every single time, we'll say git status to tell us what we're going to do, and we'll say we're on the master branch, and there's untracked files, and we've got contact.html which hasn't been tracked yet. So we need to tell Git, hey, you can track this file. So we'll say get add contact.html. Say status once again on branch master, changes to be committed. So we now know that contact.html has been added to be tracked, and now we need to stage it. Sorry, it has been staged. Now we need to commit it to add it to the project. So we're just going to say git commit. We'll add our message, say added basic contact.html page ready for feature branch development. Yep, so we're just giving an informative message to tell the next developer, hey, here it is, here's what you need to work upon. All right. So now that we've saved this, let's clear this, and let's have a look now. And we can see that we've got our initial lowercase the words main and page and so on, and now we've added our contact.html page. All right, that's our work done because we're the lead developer on the master branch, and we're going to then give the task over to developer A to work on. So let's now say git branch, and what this will do is then we'll create a feature branch called contact feature. All right, and that creates a branch for us based upon this commit here. All right, now don't think too far, it's just made a branch based upon that commit there. And if we then say git branch again, you'll see that it tells us, because the master's in green and it has a star, that's the branch that we're on, and that there is also another branch called contact feature. All right. Okay, so developer A then sits down at his laptop. He gets then the repository ready on his device, and he needs to now work on the contact feature branch. He's not permitted to work on the master branch. So he comes to his computer, his terminal, and then he needs to then check out the contact feature. So he then says, or she, git-checkout contact feature, right? And now you see that my console has told me I'm now on the contact feature branch, and it's also told me here switch to branch contact feature. All right, now let's use our favorite command, git status, see what it tells us. On branch contact feature, nothing to commit, working tree clean. So the developer that has to do the content page gets rid of the rubbish that was on here and contact us using this telephone number. Yeah, and it's 004481 blah 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 so on. Yeah, and writes thanks. And he's not a very good developer, and then the company isn't that wants his website actually, yeah, has a terrible website. But that's what, whoops, that's what they're paying for, and that's what they wanted. All right, the contact page has been finished, right, and it's ready to then for the lead developer to have a look at it. All right, so then this developer needs to then go get status to save the work. On branch contact feature, as we can see here, change is not staged for commit. We know that contact.html has been tracked because it doesn't say anything about untracked files here, and it's been modified. And we need to then add this file to be staged. So we say get add contact.html, and once again we run get status, and we can say here changes to be committed. So we're ready to commit our changes to the contact.html file, be it they're complete rubbish, but that's of no interest to us. So now we then say get commits, and we add the message to tell the lead developer what it is we did, and we say added the telephone number information as requested. Yep, and we then save that. That's now been committed. The lead developer now needs to have a look at this, right? So we're now going to go back to git-checkout, the master, which means we're going to move our commit pointer, let's call it, back to master. And we see here now that we're switch branch master. Now if we say get status, it will tell us on branch master, the changes have gone. All right, we're still on contact.html, and that's the way that the page was in the beginning, prior to us giving it to developer A to create then the contact feature. We look at the branches and we see there's still the same two branches, and we look at the logs and we see here added basic contact.html page ready for feature branch development. All right, so it's back to the way that it was. Now because we're the lead developer, right, we now need to look at to check over the work that developer A has done. All right, so let's check out the contact-feature branch, and we have a look at the work, right? And we see here, yeah, okay, using the telephone number, it seems to all be correct, and we're like, oh, we can do a little bit cleanup there. And the customer actually wanted that together, and they wanted plus plus, but it's kind of okay. And you know, they wanted a comma there as well. But generally speaking, you know, the developer A did nearly everything perfectly. It was just a small few minor errors there. So you're like, okay, well, to be able to go through this properly, I'm sure hopefully by now you're getting a bit tired of me saying all these things, but that's the whole reason for me repeating it, is we get status to have a look at what is going on. On branch contact feature, changes not staged for commit. We know that contact.html has been tracked, the file has been modified, therefore we need to stage it ready for being committed. And we stage it using get add, and we say then the file we want to add ready for staging. We can then come here to see that the file has been staged and is ready to be committed. We then say get commit, and we write then an informative message about updated text slightly to be nicer. And we save this. We look at let's just clear this. Look at what's going on again, and we'll do this one line because it's a little bit more better. Okay, so updated text slightly, added the telephone number, added basic contact page. So we now see all of our changes here, okay? So as the lead developer now, I'm happy that this contact feature has finished and it can be added to the main development branch, all right? Ready to be shown to the customer. But first of all, I'll add it to the main development branch. So let's git checkouts master again. And now we created this, but we're not happy for it to go on the master branch, all right? Because in this scenario, the customer was happy. I kind of shouldn't have done that, but in this situation, we'll say that, oh well, we're going to have to fix this, right? Because this one contact.html shouldn't have been on the master branch. It should have been on the developer branch. So we need to, as the lead developer, need to fix this. So let's have a look at the branches. We've got this. We're on the master at the moment. Well, we've got log, and we can see here that we added basic contact.html page ready for feature branch development. Well, this needs to be developed, all right? This whole commit should have been developed. So let's say git branch, and we'll create a development branch, a develop branch, all right? So now we are here, and we can see now we're on the development branch, all right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check out this page, because this commit here was the key part of the application, all right, or the website. And you can say git checkouts, and I'm just doing this to fix it. We'll explain it again in another video how to use git checkout. So I'm going to say git checkout this one commit. I'm then going to say git checkout. I'll just clear this. I'm then going to say git checkout temp master. Whoops. I'm going to have to say -b, git temp master. I'm then going to say git branch capital D master to delete that branch. I'm then going to say git checkout B master. So I'm going to create a new master branch. And I'm going to say git branch capital D and delete temp master. Now we look at the log, and we're back to here again, and look at the branches, and we now have the development branch. So now let's git checkout develop, look at git-log, and clear the screen. And now we're now back to how we should have been. So added basic contact.html page ready for feature branch development. Okay, this is how it should have looked, and we'll come back to here, and this is actually how it does look. So even whilst making this video, I made a mistake, right? And using Git, I managed to delete stuff and move it all back to how it should be, all right? Even having the commits be logical. So let's get back to this. The developer A has done the contact feature. We're happy with the work. We've made small modifications to it, and now we need to move that work into our development branch because we're happy with it. This is then called git-merge. And we then say git-merge and the branch that we want to merge into the develop. Now, I'm not a fan of doing it this way. I'm a fan of doing it another way, right? Is I say git checkout contact feature, all right? So I go back into the contact feature, and then I say, I do it the other way around. I say git-merge develop, right? And it says here, already up to date. Now, if it comes here with a conflict or something like that, you then know that the lead developer is not going to be able to merge your work that you've done. So you've got to be able to fix your work that you've done so it can be merged into the develop branch. All right, so now we're on the contact feature. We know that it will fit on top of the development branch without causing any problems whatsoever. All right, so now we can go back to, just for the sake of adding one more command here, git checkout develop, git-merge contact feature here, right? We merge it, And now we see, boom, it merged without any problems. And you can see here, fast forward, contact.html, and it then told you it added some stuff and it removed some stuff. And it even says here, 1 file changed, 4 insertions, 1 deletion. Okay, it told you what it did. And we go get status, and it says on branch develop, nothing to commit, working tree clean. Okay, so now we know that if we look at git-log 1 line and then say graph, we just want git-log graph, we'll see then the straight line is coming here, and we know that develop and contact feature are all at the same commit right now, and our head, I'll get to that in a later video, is at the same point. And we come back down here and we see that master is at this one point here. Okay, so now we talked about git-merge in this situation. What we're going to do is we're going to leave it the way it here is right now. Okay, and then I'm going to we're going to go into the next video to discuss how you can look at the difference between the different files that you've created, right, prior to you doing a merge, to understand whether or not you can do it and what was the difference. Because I mentioned there could be conflicts, and with conflicts you need to know what the difference is in the files to be able to fix them, and this can occur. All right, so I'll see you in the next video where we can talk about git diff, so you can do any research. I'll just clear this. So this is the command, git diff. Okay. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. Like I said, and I'm going to say in all my videos, if there's any point that you didn't understand, please let me know whereabouts it was, and write me a personal message or write a comment, and I will then go over that one area. This is not easy stuff, all right? So don't expect to understand it after 17 minutes, right? It takes some other people a long time until they can do this. Now, I do this all day, every day, and I still make huge amount of mistakes, and I don't make them every day, but I always ask other colleagues to if I'm correct in what I'm about to do, all right? But if in doubt, git add, git commit, all right? In any doubt that you have, git add, git commit, and your commits are always safe. All right, so that's it. Thanks for watching, and yeah, let's look forward to the next video.